Ladies and gentlemen, do you feel it? The weight of their expectations dragging you down, the whispers of doubt louder than your heartbeat. They've got their clocks ticking, waiting for you to crumble, cheering for the second you shatter. They've timed your fall. They've already popped the champagne for your demise. They didn't just watch your fall, they planned it, orchestrated it, and set the stage for your collapse. It wasn't a random misstep or an unforeseen misfortune. They had their eyes on you, calculating every move, waiting for the perfect moment when your foundation seemed shaky enough to exploit. There's something intoxicating about witnessing someone stumble, especially when that someone shines brighter than the rest. They studied your path, your rhythm, and your struggles, not to help, not to understand, but to predict the precise second they believed you would break. When people see potential, they often feel threatened. Your light becomes a reflection of their shadows, your ambition a mirror to their complacency. And so instead of cheering for your success, they root for your demise. They whisper behind closed doors, speculate over your failures, and silently mark their calendars for the day you falter. To them, your fall isn't just entertainment, it's validation of their belief that the world is not a place for those who dare to dream big or strive for greatness. They time it all, as if your life were a performance meant for their critique. They want to own the narrative, to define your story before you have a chance to finish it. Their clocks tick louder with each step you take, their eyes hungry for that moment of weakness. It's not enough for them to see you stumble, they want to ensure you never rise again. Every setback is celebrated, every struggle analyzed, and every misstep magnified. This isn't just about your fall, it's about their need to prove that your light was never meant to shine brighter than theirs. In moments of struggle, people are quick to misinterpret what they see. To them, your setbacks are not temporary hurdles, but signs of inherent weakness. They don't see the weight you carry, the battles you fight behind closed doors, or the relentless effort you pour into staying on your feet. Instead, they only see the cracks in your armor and mistake them for signs that you're breaking. They label your resilience as desperation, your quiet determination as defeat. It's easier for them to believe you are weak than to confront their own insecurities. The perception of weakness is powerful. It gives them a reason to doubt you, to justify their lack of faith in your ability to rise. They look at you not with compassion, but with judgment, their eyes scanning for flaws, their minds crafting narratives that suit their belief that you're incapable of greatness. They take your moments of vulnerability and twist them into proof that you were never strong to begin with. They cling to the idea that your fall is inevitable, as if acknowledging your strength would somehow diminish their own. When they see you stumble, they convince themselves it's the end, not because they truly believe it, but because it comforts them to think so. It's easier for them to accept a world where your failure is permanent than one where you rise again, stronger than ever. Their perception is their shield, a barrier that protects them from facing their own shortcomings. They don't see the fire within you, the grit that refuses to be extinguished. To them, your silence in the storm is submission, and your endurance is weakness. They mistake the calm before your rise for the end of your story. Time is a curious weapon, often wielded by those who doubt you. They use it as a measure, a countdown to your collapse, as though your journey is bound by their schedules and expectations. To them, time is a tool of control, a ticking clock they set to watch you fail. They sit back, marking the moments, convinced that with each passing second, your strength diminishes, your resolve fades, and your fall draws nearer. They act as though time is an ally to their plans, as though the clock is on their side, helping them prove their assumptions about you. They watch you closely, noting every delay, every detour, and every pause in your progress. In their minds, these are signs that you are running out of time, that your momentum is slipping away. They tell themselves that the world has already moved on, that your opportunities have passed, and that the best of you is now behind you. They count down to your failure, not out of malice alone, but because it reassures them to believe that even the strong can falter under the pressure of time. For them, time is a weapon designed to create doubt, to sap your belief in your ability to rise. They want you to look at the clock and feel despair, to believe that you've missed your chance. They want the ticking seconds to echo louder than your inner voice, convincing you that it's too late, that the window has closed, and that their predictions were right all along. In their hands, time becomes a narrative of limitation, a story that says you only have so long before it's over. They wield it like a chain, trying to bind you to their expectations, their doubts, and their timeline. Defiance is born in the quiet moments when the world thinks it has defeated you. It's the spark that ignites when every voice around you says, it's over, and something deep within you whispers, not yet. Defiance doesn't ask for permission, nor does it seek approval. It thrives in resistance, growing stronger in the face of doubt and disbelief. When the world watches, expecting you to crumble, defiance is what makes you stand, straighten your spine, and push forward. There's a power in refusing to accept the script handed to you, in tearing up the pages they've written and creating your own story. Defiance doesn't care about their opinions, their timelines, or their expectations. It's a force that lives within, fueled by every doubt they cast and every limit they try to impose. It doesn't shout or scream, it's steady, unyielding, and relentless. They want you to give in, to believe that their version of your story is the truth. But defiance doesn't live in their version, it lives in the quiet moments when you choose to fight back, when you rise after every fall, when you prove that their expectations mean nothing. It's the refusal to let them dictate your journey, the inner fire that burns even when the world is cold. Defiance is not loud or boastful. It's a quiet storm, building strength behind the scenes, waiting for the moment to reveal its power. It doesn't need an audience or applause. It exists for you, a testament to your will to rise above. It's the essence of resilience, the unshakable belief that you are more than their doubts, stronger than their expectations, and destined for something far greater than they can imagine. There is something uniquely powerful about the shock of a rise that no one saw coming. When you've been counted out, dismissed, and forgotten, your resurgence has the power to shake the very ground beneath those who doubted you. It's not just about your victory, it's about the disbelief it creates in those who swore you would fail. They built their assumptions on shaky foundations, believing you were finished, and when you rise, it's those foundations that collapse. The beauty of your rise lies in its unpredictability. It catches them off guard, leaving them scrambling to understand how they misjudged you so completely. They told themselves a story where your defeat was inevitable, a foregone conclusion. Your success shatters that narrative, forcing them to confront the truth they underestimated you. Their shock is not just about what you've achieved, but about how their certainty turned to doubt in the blink of an eye. They expected you to fade quietly, to retreat into obscurity, but your rise does the opposite. It demands attention, turning every dismissive glance into wide-eyed astonishment. It's not just a comeback, it's a revelation, a reminder that their perception of you was limited by their inability to see your potential. The more certain they were of your failure, the greater the impact of your success. The shock ripples outward, reaching not just those who doubted you, but everyone who hears your story. It's a testament to resilience, a living proof that no one can dictate your limits. Their shock is a mirror reflecting their own inadequacies, their inability to comprehend the depth of your strength. In that moment, your rise becomes undeniable, a force they can neither ignore nor diminish. Now go shatter their clocks, rewrite their stories, and show them what time it really is. Not theirs, yours. This is your rise.